Hello and welcome back to The Upkeep. Today I want to share with you some of the resources that I found and relied upon when I came back into the game, and that really helped me get back up to speed quickly. First of all, I have to recommend Tolarian Community College. Basically everything that they do is amazing. Their series on playing on a budget, their financial reviews, all of their great information, and all the great learning experiences that they create. I cannot recommend them highly enough. Secondly, Absolute MTG. What really helped me out that they did is back when I first got started and I was playing in some pre-releases and then later getting ready to go play in a Grand Prix. They have a lot of great videos about building sealed pools that can really help you out. And they also have a lot of great deck techs to really help you understand the ins and outs of building decks and playing decks. The third YouTube channel I want to mention is kind of an interesting choice. It's Loading Ready Run, or LRR. They're interesting because they do a lot more than just Magic. But their Magic shows, specifically Tap Tap Concede, I have really learned a lot from. They continue to give great information. It's great hearing just a panel of people talking about the cards, talking about things they've played, talking about what they've done, and getting those experiences. And not to mention, if you start following their channel, their hilarious skits and everything else that they do as well. I'm also a huge advocate of listening to podcasts. I listen to them on the car when I'm driving, listen to them while I'm shopping, I listen to them while I'm working. It's a great way to continue to engage your mind and think about what you can do. The first podcast I'd like to mention is Limited Resources. It is literally the best resource out there on learning how to draft better, as well as do sealed. They are a podcast. They do also have a YouTube version as well, where they post their podcasts on YouTube, and I highly recommend you check them out. Secondly is Magic the Amateuring. When I first got started, I found Magic the Amateuring and fell in love because it's put on by a group of players who themselves were new to the game just a few years ago. And they continue to provide great information for new players or players returning to the game. And you get to experience their journey in starting off and coming up as very accomplished players themselves now. The third and final podcast is, again, an interesting choice. I want to recommend to you JudgeCast. Now, JudgeCast is a podcast specifically designed for Magic judges. It's hosted by judges, and they're giving information to other judges, letting them know about rules changes, about interesting interactions that have come up, new things that are coming in new sets. But I found for me, given how much more complicated the rules of Magic have gotten since when I started playing oh so long ago, I find it invaluable to listen into their discussions, to really understand the rules yourself. And numerous times now, I've been at tournaments or at games and been able to accurately know what was going to happen, know the interaction that was going to happen, and use that to actually help me win. The last thing I want to point out is not a YouTube channel, not a podcast. When I first got back into playing, I obviously needed to acquire some cards to build commander decks or round out other things I was doing. And a lot of times the local stores may not have had very much selection, or in some cases maybe not the best prices. Now, I highly recommend that you do go and check out your local store and you try to find out what they are offering. But a lot of times if you're trying to put together a commander deck of a bunch of older cards, your local store just may not have it. What I found and fell in love with is TCG Player. The nice thing about TCG Player is that it is a mega store where there are hundreds, thousands of stores all listed under it. You can go to TCG Player, you can upload a full deck list, and then the magic happens. It doesn't just fulfill your order. It will search through all the thousands of other stores on TCG Player. It will find which stores have which cards, which have them at the best price, and then it will actually optimize that to include shipping and fees to get you the best price possible on all of the cards. You click order once, and the next thing you know, your next week long is this glorious week where every single day multiple envelopes are coming in the mail with all of the cards that you need to put together that next commander deck or whatever it is you were doing. Well, that's it for now. I want to thank everyone for listening. I hope that these resources can help you out as much as they help me. There are, of course, plenty of other wonderful resources out there and others that I use, and I may make another video later to talk about a few others. But in the meantime, go check out all these other channels, and don't forget your upkeep.